Alright guys, it's time to fix Hockey Ultimate Team. This is the second video in my Fixing HUT series where I go through every single mode and give my thoughts and feedback on things that I think would improve each of the game modes in Hockey Ultimate Team because it's just really bad right now. Now I gotta be clear. For the most part, I'm gonna try and remain as realistic as possible. Okay, I'm a game changer. I get to see what goes on in the background. I know when an idea comes in, if it has any shot of ever being added in and what doesn't. And if you watch my HUT Rush video, all of those ideas, I don't see why that they wouldn't be able to do any of them, so just keep that in mind. Today we are going to talk about squad battles, and this one's extremely difficult. So I've been talking with my chat while I'm still streaming because I'm doing this live, shout out chat, about what we could do to squad battles to fix it and help out with the only offline mode in Hockey Ultimate Team to help the offline players. And this one's going to be the most difficult because I don't see how you can actually make squad battles interesting, even with changing some of the quality of life things that need to be added to it. But anyways, guys, let me know your feedback in the comment section down below. It's very important. I will not be giving any feedback to EA unless you guys overwhelm me in it being a good idea, bad idea, all of that. I'm not going to suggest any of these ideas to EA. I'm going to wait to see what you guys think first. All right, let's get into it. All right, so here we are. The Squad Battles ranking board, which I'm going to just talk about first as to the first big issue I have with Squad Battles. One, it is an offline mode, essentially. It is you playing the CPU, yet EA has made it where you are competing online, essentially. So no matter what you do in that game, it has really nothing to do with how you would actually finish other than, you know, getting max points, obviously. But you are competing against people online in a sense in an offline mode, which I think is just completely counterintuitive. I don't think that that really matches up with what squad battle should be. If we're talking about just quality of life fixes that you can make to squad battles that would make it more interesting and a little bit better, one is get rid of the win by 5 20 shots. I just don't understand the arbitrary number there, why it is. It's lazy. It's very boring. It's very cookie cutter. We've had it forever since the squad battles was put into the game, and it just doesn't make much sense. That being said, obviously, you need to have something because you get ranked against people online, and it's based on, you know, how many, if you score 5 goals and 20 shots, and also the rating of the team you're playing. Let's get rid of that entirely. Stop competing against other players. Let's have fixed reward tiers. So, if you get, let's say, 90,000 points, okay, I'm using a number off the top of my head. Let's say you get very close to maximizing every single game in squad battles each week. You get the guaranteed top rewards, okay? Many people can get it. One person can get it. It doesn't matter. The issue that with squad battles is that you can max out all your games and finish 20th, which makes no sense because you just got bad RNG with the rerolls that you got. Secondly, instant rewards. This needs to go across every single EA game. Why are we waiting till Thursday for rewards? I don't understand. I think all of that was put in place to make sure people weren't cheating or anything like that. It doesn't matter anyways. People cheat in HUT Rush or in champs and rivals, and they don't do anything about it. So get rid of the waiting a week. You hit that tier, bang, you get those packs or whatever the rewards are. Next, I'm going to say this in every single mode video. Guaranteed rewards. If you hit the top tier in squad battles, in my opinion, I think it should be tied to the event. You should get a choice pack, just like I mentioned in the HUT Rush video, a forward defenseman and a goaltender, or maybe a whole lineup. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a master set. At least needs to be headshots. And if you can get that, then you get a choice pack that will allow you to pick one of those cards. And I think, again, this would be the best way to do it. An alternative way, because what about people that can't play on Superstar? I get it. They should just get 82 overall cards, and they have to upgrade them like the same way that they've been upgrading cards this year with power-up collectibles or things or coins, whatever. If you can do it on Superstar, you get the max card. You don't have to worry about upgrading. I think this is a really easy way around the different difficulties in Hockey Ultimate Team. And I think, again, it would really improve the rewards because you know that when you're grinding, you can get rank 1, get all these ultimate packs and whatever, and pull absolutely nothing. And that's just insane that can happen in 2022. The featured squad, I actually like this feature. I like that what it highlights, everything like that. I think that it should be teams. So I guess this would be a little more difficult because some alumni aren't on there, things like that. But let's say one of them is the 97 Colorado Avalanche or Detroit Red Wings, and you've got to play the Detroit Red Wings from 97. I think that would be a little more fun, as well as creators. Not just myself, but I think, well, in NHL 20, they actually put a bunch of creators and their teams into the featured squad battle. Utilize the community. Doesn't have to be me. Doesn't have to be anyone, like a streamer or a YouTuber, but it could be just people in the community. You know, you submit your teams, you submit, a headshot, whatever. There's your team in the squad battle for the featured lineup, and you get to pick your team. This would be a great way for just team interaction. Now let's discuss what I would really, really like to see. And this is the reason why I did not start with this is because it is not realistic. I don't see any way that EA would ever do this, but it is something that I think would really, really make offline Hockey Ultimate Team play that much better. So what my idea would be is this is an offline mode, okay? You're playing Hockey Ultimate Team, but you don't want to play online, so you don't play Rivals and like that. There are people that enjoy playing offline, the squad battles. I'll mention my man Fausto. He has played 1,000 games in squad battles every year, and he loves it. And there's lots of people out there that like playing the game, but don't want to sweat and play Rivals and Champs and all of that, okay? I also love that while I'm recording this guy's team name is My Left Nut. But here is my idea. Let's scrap this and make a season, okay? Again, I don't want to rip everything from MLB because I think that they need to come up with something that is intuitive and they need to create new stuff, but they did release something in MLB this year called mini seasons, and I think that it would work really well in NHL, and here is my idea. 2-week event. I think that a lot of this should be tied to the event that is going on. EA does a really good job of constant content. Okay, whether you like it or not, there's almost always content. If you play MLB, you get very infrequent drops of content. There's lots of modes and things to do all the time, but in terms of just overall amount of cards and things like that, there isn't a lot of drops. Compared to NHL, it is far higher. Okay, so when the new event comes out, that is the highest peak interest in the game. Every Friday, the new event drops. Everyone comes in and watches on Twitch, YouTube, all of that. Let's hype up each event by having cards that are tied to the event. So what my idea would be for squad battle seasons would be a 30-game regular season. It is 2 weeks long. You don't have to play 70 or 80 games of squad battles in 2 weeks. You would play a 30-game regular season, okay? After that 30-game regular season, if you make the playoffs by being top 8 in your conference, okay, you will then go on to the playoffs, and then you have to win each round, which is a best of 5, against other random squad battle teams. And then at the end, you try and win the Stanley Cup. And if you win, you get a cool little ceremony, all that, all the bells and whistles that you normally would in franchise mode. Why I think this is a huge improvement is because, again, it tiers to offline players, okay? Offline players are more than likely going to enjoy franchise mode, things like that. Why not give them the opportunity to do that with their Hockey Ultimate Team? Again, let's talk about how this would work. At the beginning of the season, you would start and you would choose your difficulty. This is going to be very important because I think this is actually, A, doable, and B, a much better way to upgrade cards and things in the future. You choose your difficulty. There's 4 difficulties. There's Superstar, All-Star, Pro, and Rookie. Okay, you choose whatever difficulty you want. But the reward that you are going to get to choose at the end of the regular season and before you start the playoffs is going to be based on the difficulty that you choose. So if you make the playoffs, let's say at the beginning of the game, there is 90 overall master sets in the first event. Much like I said in my Hut Rush video, the highest card that you can get in this guaranteed would be 88. All right, 88 overall. There's 4 rounds of the Stanley Cup playoffs. There's 4 rounds in this. So if you played on Rookie, you would get an 80 overall card. And if each round that you win, okay, that card would go up 1 overall. So it would be an 84 if you started on Rookie. However, you started on Superstar and you were able to make the playoffs and get to the end and go all around, you would end up with that 88. So you would get into the playoffs at 84, 85, 86, 87, and then 88. So once you finish your regular season, you will get a choice pack, one of each 6 of the positions, okay? And again, they don't have to be master set cards, but they have to be event-specific cards, and you can only get these 6 in squad battles. And again, to go up +1 overall, you've got to actually win the round. So if you want that max 88 overall free card, all right, and not pay a dime, you have got to win the Stanley Cup on Superstar. So you've got to win all 4 rounds, a best of 5 on Superstar. If you go rookie, you chose rookie, you're going to get that 84 very, very easily, but then you've got to pay the extra cost to get it up to an 88. And again, this would allow players to, even if they're not very good, take part in the event, get the free card, and then allow them to upgrade as the game goes along. The ultimate thing would be for it to upgrade based on that card's performance in the playoffs, but I have a feeling that just won't ever be the case. Another huge thing that could be, if you win the Stanley Cup, doesn't matter if it's on squad or on Superstar or rookie, you get a banner in your HUT arena. Why not? You know, you won the Stanley Cup. Why not have a banner? This is going to go for HUT champs and things like that in the future as well. But you need to have some cosmetics that are tied to actually completing this, not just cards. I think it would be cool if you got in the first, let's say, I'm going to use Lit versus Grid as the baseline event because that was one of my favorite events. Let's say you got Lit versus Grid skates. If you were to, and all your team all could wear those skates and they would all have those skates, things like that. I think that would be kind of cool to add customization to it. Maybe a custom celly you can only get by completing the squad battles. But again, I think this would really spruce up the mode. So guys, that is my idea. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And again, I'm not going to suggest anything to EA until I hear from you guys. I appreciate all of the feedback, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.